парках и садах липы шелестят. Доброй ночи, родной Ленинград.
St Petersburg is a great city to walk around, but sometimes it's too cold or too rainy. And if you don't know what to do, then we've got an idea for you. St Petersburg is known for its beautiful metro stations, so we're going to do a do-it-yourself tour and show you how you can have a good day out in St Petersburg for next to nothing. Like most places in Russia, the metro stations aren't completely obvious from the outside, especially if you're a tourist. So you just need to wander around until you find these fancy-looking M's, and then you know you're in the right spot. The metro stations in St Petersburg are designed so there's a continuous flow of traffic, so you'll find that there are separate doors to enter and separate doors to exit. So you won't be going in and out of the station at the same doors, which can be a little bit confusing, but just read the signs and you'll figure it out. Just need to buy yourself a token when you enter into the station. At the moment, they're 45 rubles per person per trip. It's really easy. Just put in your money. So I'm just going to confirm. This is a token to get on the metro. You just put it in at the turnstiles and it lets you get in. So to enter the metro, you just need to use your little token, put it in the turnstile. At Svenigorod-Skaya station, and behind me you can see a very elaborate mosaic, and these are scattered around all of the stations that we've seen. They are so detailed and so beautiful. The metro stations in St Petersburg are some of the deepest in the world. They were built like that so they could double as bomb shelters, and some of them go up to almost 90 meters deep. This is a pretty long escalator, but it's definitely not the longest one that we've encountered so far. There are three different types of metro stations in St Petersburg. There's the Soviet Union style, really elaborate with the chandeliers and the marble. Then the ones built during the USSR period in the 70s. They're a lot plainer, but they still have a lot of style to them. And then there are the modern ones, like this station, where they've tried to rekindle the essence of the original Soviet Union type of station. It's trying to recapture that Palace of the People feel. One little tip when you're planning your own little metro tour is to look for stations that are joined with another line. So we were just in Svenigorod-Skaya, which is joined to Pushkinskaya. So it's like a 2-in-1 deal. You just need to follow some walkways and you get into another station. Is Wladimir Sky metro station. It was one of the first opened in St Petersburg in 1955, and you can definitely tell it was a Soviet Union styled station. There is marble everywhere and chandeliers. It's very grand and very beautiful. Once you're inside the metro stations, there are these little maps everywhere. So you just go to the platform that you want, it'll tell you where you are and all the different stations that are on this line, as well as which different lines you can cross over to. So It's pretty hard to get lost, but you should still carry around an overall map of the metro station just so you can plot your journey out. At all of the metro stations you'll find one of these help points where you can call for someone if you absolutely need it, but more importantly it's got all of this information about the metro system right here in a touch screen. It's really handy. Still on the red line. There's lots of marble that's been used in these original stations, and as you can see here, they're thick slabs of marble. It's quite lavish down here. We are now in Avtovo station, and this is arguably one of the most beautiful stations in St Petersburg. In 1955, when the stations were first built, they were referred to as the Palace of the People. And this station, you can see why it got that name, because there are marble columns, there's glass columns, giant chandeliers, there's just gold and jewel kind of paintings over there. It's beautiful. It's stunning. The Technology Institute station now, and this is one of the ones that was built in the 70s when it was the USSR, and you can tell because it's a lot plainer, a lot simpler, but it's a different style, so it's still unique. Nipsey Prospect Station, and this is definitely one that was built during the USSR period. You can tell because it's far less ornate, but it definitely still has style.
St Petersburg Metro is one of the busiest in the world, with 2 million passengers using it a day. There's 69 stations in total. We only saw a handful today. You can do your own little tour, there's plenty more to see.
It's now 5:30 p.m. and we're just leaving the metro station. We entered at 10 a.m. so that's a full day of sightseeing, and all we paid was 45 ruble each, so it's a pretty cheap way to see some of St. Petersburg history.